You know the saying, ignorance is bliss? Well, here's the thing. Ignorance is only bliss if you end up learning something new and you let that something new, that new information affect you. It is nice to not know some things, especially when you realize like, oh my God, I wish I never learned that because now I'm going to be thinking about it all the freaking time. But you're only allowing it to affect you when you're allowing it to take over your mind. You can learn something and then not let it affect you. And obviously, because I can hear the people in the back saying, well, it depends on what that information is. Let's reference this channeled message today to world events. In 2020, I had my second awakening. I initially woke up in 2018, had a dark night of the soul in 2019, and then an additional awakening in 2020 due to my soul tribe, my friend group at the time, who was essentially sharing a lot of information about our government and the world. And I was only probably 4 or 5 years into living in Chicago, having left DC, but still had that mindset at the time before everything went crazy in the world with the pandemic about politics and the government. I still identified with politics. I still identified as a Democrat or a liberal, if you will, and didn't really separate like my views from like the political labels of this world, especially in the United States. And I used to get so angry at what they were telling me. And like, I remember another friend in the group, and I would sometimes chat about it. Like, we would be like, why are these girls like always bringing up these negative things? But lo and behold, because when your soul is ready, the teacher arrives, you guys. And sometimes people are sent into your life to share things that might be triggering or unsettling or unfamiliar to what you've known, the things that you've known about this world. But ignorance is only bliss if the new information is affecting you and you let it affect you. And for a time, I did let the new information affect me. And then I realized, like, oh my gosh, learning more about these things doesn't cause harm in my life. Learning about new things in this world actually allows me to be a better socializer, communicator, be a better, worker, be a better student and servant to this world and to other people around me, a better friend, a better family member, etc., etc. Because I posted a channeled message a few days ago about this, but essentially, it's important to explore different rooms. And at some point, if you're reaching that ceiling where you're not really learning or growing anymore, you have to be willing to explore other information. Eventually, if you're meant to learn about that information, if you're meant to expand your mindset and grow, you will know, because you're going to be put on that path and you're going to see so many signs about it. And then you're going to realize at some point it doesn't have to affect you. You can learn about all these crazy things that are happening in the world. You can feel emotion around those things because you're human and you're allowed to feel those emotions, but you don't have to let it affect you to the extent that not knowing the information otherwise would have. Does that make sense? So I'm not sure if I translated this channeled message properly. I hope that I did. Hope that it helps someone out there. Save and repost if it does.